All right, everybody. Well, I can't wait forever. Looks like we're pushing up on 20 right now. Getting close. So we're going to start anyway. What's happening? Happy Monday. Hope everybody's had a good weekend and a good start to the week. What's up, Randy? So let me go through the usuals and call out all of my members. First off, looks like I might be down one, but let's go. So we got first off to start with the members. We got Dexter Tucker. Then we got FPV Everything, the ever so famous Mr. G.V. Linden, Ghost RC George Pryor, Pilot Ryan Media. What's happening? Those are the big guys that actually are members of my channel, which I very much appreciate. I have a link in the description if you guys are interested in becoming a member to support the channel. There's Mr. George Watts, there's Mr. Eric Falver, Mr. Joe Pellegrino, and Mike SSI. Thank you guys so much for being members of the channel. Very much appreciated. It helps me out. And I'm actually putting all this stuff back into the channel to make this better. I'm going to start doing more things. I got a few more things coming up. Get some more edited videos out. Wife's going to help me with some stuff, so we're going to do some more things. So we've got Nate on standby. He's going to do some flying for us. He got a new plane, as Nate does very often. He's sitting there looking goofy on the screen. I'm not going to put him up yet, but I will soon. He and I flew over the weekend at an event in Oakdale, and it was a blast. As you can tell, I'm a little bit darker than I was last week. But let's do the usual and get some questions. So wait, Nate. Okay, so here I'm going to ask some questions, but I'm also going to let Nate in here too before he gets set up to go fly. There's Super Dingus right there.
Hey, how you doing?
So anyway, so let's do the usual, guys, and get some questions. See what's going on. Let me see who else I can. It's making a lot of noise. What are you doing?
I'm setting up the tripod, damn it.
Okay. So let me call out the other people that were here. Andy Cho was the very first person in here. Thanks for showing up, Mr. Oh, that was great there, Nate. Good job. Andy Cho, what's up?
We're starting the comedy off early tonight, I see, huh?
Oh, yeah. Good going. David Snyder was here and hi and bye. Who else? Pete Lane, what's happening, my friend? Shadow Ops, what's up? The Fred Bear and RC, as always. He's always here. Thanks for being here. Who else? David Martin Graff, Mr. EQRC, what's up? Michael Lane, what is happening? So if there are people in here that don't have wrenches, you will get wrenches if you just let me know you're here. Michael Lane, you have a wrench now. Who else? Randy Huffins, what's happening? How are you doing, my friend? Victor, RC, UDF Jets, Mr. Shamulus, what's up? RC Roland, what's up? I think I called out everybody here. Shadow Ops, I like the FMS EDS because they suit my flying style. They make power in areas that I like. Yes, I have. I did check them out. I need to. I need to actually comment on them, EQ. But I did watch them. Let me get back to Shadow. That was a good question. Where is it? Oh, I see it. I thought I saw it. All right, there we go. I know what you will say, but why do you like it? Yeah, so I like the FMS EDS because they suit my flying style. They make the best use of power at half throttle, which is where I spend most of my flying time. And then they also are lighter. They're good on amp draw. They come balanced from the factory, which is nice.
It didn't used to.
Didn't used to, but they do now. So, yeah. Nate, it might be a little jerky.
Is it all right now, or is it bad?
It's okay now, but it might get a little jerky. If it does, I'll tell you.
I'm on data, so.
Okay. And that's what it did to us on Saturday too. It was a little jumpy. That's not bad now. It's good. It caught up. So yeah, so Shadow, that's the main thing. You know, another thing that I like about FMS is that they tend to underrate their fans. They'll say that they put out less than they actually do, which is a
Look at the
thing.
nose gear on this thing, dude.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Frank's had one. Has one, so I've seen it.
Yeah, it's a plane that Frank actually hasn't sold him within a month of owning it. I'll tell you one thing, this one ain't going anywhere.
Oops.
This thing is
All
going
right,
to stay with
so
me till the end.
any other questions, guys? Come up with questions. Let's see. Let me look and see. Yeah.
Still a little breezy out here, but it's right down the runway. So.
Down the driveway.
Huh?
It's right down the driveway. What's up, Kenny? How you doing?
I just have to take off uphill, but this thing has so much power, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's probably blowing like 5, gusting 10 right now, but it's
That's
not that
big
bad.
deal. That's no big deal. Jelonius, what's up? So Hangar 51 just got an FMS F7F.
Oh, cool.
Shadow Ups, I'm going to do a show on that one of these days because the FMS fans deserve a little bit of a. They're good fans. All of the basically every plane that I have that can use one has one.
The wind's actually not that bad. I can take off.
Wow, your camera's actually doing really good today. Your phone's doing really good.
God, I hate these damn grass gets so tall out here.
Yeah, no, it actually your connection's really good.
Okay, how about that? That good?
Yeah, I'd go up a little bit higher and a little higher. There you go. And a little bit down. There you go. Okay. That's
okay.
It. Okay. So David Martin Graff, that's a good question. I'll put it up on the screen. So if you're using a Y channel or the Y connector, which is using the throttle channel, go. Yeah, we can see. So David Martin Graff, if you're using the Y connector, it will come on right around 55%, really dim. And if you go a little bit above 55, it'll start flickering a little bit. And then once you go past that, it'll increase in brightness all the way up until full. Whoa, hello. Oh yeah, this is really good. This is really good signal. Looks good, Nate. So let's make him full screen. Let's get that out of there so you can see. There we go. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. So you guys can get a good shot of Nate flying. The kid might be a super dingus, but he is a good pilot. So I'm thinking that they put the upgraded motors in the new Tiger Cat. I think Nate's has some new motors in there. I think they put 460 kV. So yeah, Paul McNeil, that's one of the reasons why I live in California, because I want to be able to get to the ocean for some vitamin C. I'm a couple miles away from the bay, and then just a matter of like 45 minutes from the actual Pacific Ocean. So that's why I'm here. Love it. David Martin Graff, did that answer your question? Yeah, that's for sure. He got a good start. And that is a really cool flying plane too. They fly fabulous. What's up, RC plane reviewer? Yeah, EQ, they're catching up. Philip Alonso, what's up? You are a moderator, my friend. Thanks for coming by and chatting with us. I think Nate likes the plane. Yeah. See, I don't know of that many pilots that can get the plane to go exactly where you want it to every time. And yeah, Hangar 51. This is the FMS. Now the cool thing about this plane too is that it can fly. If you fly laid back, you can easily get 15 minutes. A 15-minute flying time on a 5,000 or a 6,000. So guys, keep your questions coming if you got any. Can still answer. I'm still here. I've got my table set up for working on my charger. That's what I'm going to do today. Couldn't really think of anything else to do. Oop, car going by. One of them ugly T-birds. Oh, and they're stopping to look.
Okay, all right.
Oh, great. Somebody's mad. Uh-oh, somebody's getting on them.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
See? T-bird owners are annoying. This lady may be yours. Nate's flying by where he lives, Randy. So they just drove over there to talk to him. Seriously? That's irritating. Go away, Karen. Your car's ugly. And we got a greaser landing. Go.
Yeah, that guy.
You're pissing people off? Oh, it was a guy. He sounded like a woman. What the hell?
Yeah, no, that guy. Apparently, he's been on a vacation since we moved in, and he just came back. And first of all, I never got anywhere near close to his house. I guess it's his little dog is getting mad, but whatever.
Oh well.
He's the first one that's been complaining, but I'm like, I've never seen you. He's like, yeah, I've been on a fucking vacation since I met you, or since you guys moved in. And I'm like, okay, dude. I was never even close to his house, so that's the thing. I never
Where's
got
his
close.
house? Where is his house?
His house is like 2 houses down past those trees. I'm like, I never even got close to his.
Oh well. Oh well.
I never even I don't even get remotely close to his house.
We have to have somebody post up out there. Shut him out.
Yeah, whatever. He's a man, Karen. I can tell. His
Mr.
name's
Karen.
Bob.
Mr. Karen.
I'm like, he came up to me earlier. I'm like, and I said politely, I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll do my best. But that flight, I didn't even get close to him. Whatever.
Do you guys have an HOA there?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, he's like,
well, enjoy it while you can, because you may not be able to do it for much longer.
yeah. But it's like, dude, I never even
Are there lots of old people, or is there young people there too?
It's almost all old people here, dude. But everybody, he's the only guy that said anything bad about it. Everybody else loves it. So
yeah, but it's that one annoyed person that everybody's going to say something. They're going to listen.
That's the thing. It's like 99% of people love it. He's the only one that's ever said anything bad, and it's like, and I'm like, and he says, I'm the easiest neighbor to get. I'm like, what are you talking about? If you were easy, it's like,
shut up.
It would be one thing if I was flying over his house, but I didn't even get over those trees at the end. I never even got close to him. Oh well. Well, if he reports me, Tomcats is opening up soon.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Tomcats is pretty close, so.
And that thing's electric, so what the heck? What's he?
Yeah, this thing's not even loud. Yeah. It's like, it's one thing. Like I said, it'd be one thing if I was over his house, but I haven't gone over anybody's house since I've flown here. And I even said to myself, I'm like, okay, just stay away from those trees. The only time I ever get close, even like a little bit close to that tree, is when I'm landing. But when I'm landing, the thing's not making any noise.
No. Either way, I just don't get it. People just want to come up with a reason.
Whatever. I don't understand. If I get shut down, it's whatever. I bet you if he shuts me down, people will come down on him, because literally people, like, they love coming out in the morning. They're like, I love when you fly. We get the air show. And I bet you if people are like, well, why aren't you flying? I'd be like, well, it's that one guy just shut me down.
Shut him down. Shut him down.
I bet you if he shuts me down, though, the neighbors will not like him, because literally, it's like it's one thing that the neighbors don't mind it, but like my neighbors love it. It's just that one guy. But the thing is according to him, he like just came back from. He's been on like a fucking business trip ever since we moved in. I mean, we didn't move in too long ago, so I just met him today.
Mm-hmm. And the Fred Barron, thank you for the PayPal, my friend. Much appreciated.
Really?
So yeah, whatever.
I didn't even get close to his house.
But if they think you did, you did. That's the
problem. I know. They're not going to believe me, but whatever.
Yep. So.
I was talking about how everybody loved it, but then there's the one guy that comes back from a long business trip. He doesn't like it.
Yeah. All it takes is one. Just like they said, all it takes is one. And it will be done. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, we, as I was saying earlier, Nate and I had a blast out at the flying event, the jet event over the weekend.
And I was going to be the nice one. I was going to bring a thing of chocolate over him and say like, hey, sorry for yesterday, but not anymore. Fuck him. Because earlier he was cool. Like he was like, oh, and I'm like, and I'm thinking, like, okay, I never got close to your house, but whatever.
Number one, whatever. It's a guy driving a teal Thunderbird. Yeah, that doesn't work.
And the time that I wasn't even close to his place, he comes man carrying.
Let's just anyway. So yeah, so Nate and I were at the.
I'm gonna log off on my phone. I'm gonna join on my laptop because my phone's
okay, go ahead. I'll pull you back. I'll remove it for now. Anyway. So yeah, we went to an event over the weekend. We had a lot of fun. Didn't have to deal with any BS. Thankfully, we had was an event in Oakdale. Alan Gentry, if you're here, we missed you. You're supposed to be there Saturday. It wasn't Sunday. Anyway, we flew. I got there at 6:35 in the morning, and I didn't leave until 8:45 in the evening. So as you can see, I'm a little bit darker than it was. My ears are really dark, but you can't see that from the headphones. But we had a good time. Flew, other than the allergies kicking my butt at the end of the day, we had a lot of fun. And it was a mix of turbines and EDFs, and it was great. It was the right amount of both. So we had a lot of EDF time. And then the turbines would go up, and it was cool to watch them because there'd be like 4 up at once. And then we'd go up with EDFs, and they'd wait, and then we'd wait for them, and then we'd just go back and forth. So it was good, a lot of fun. And we flew the whole day, and then after everybody left, Nate and I stayed after the sun went down. Nate had to leave a little sooner than I did because he wanted to go home. But I stayed until dark. I even had the little camera running. I didn't have as good of a feed as Nate just did, but was able to let it stay running, and kind of showed what I did. Yeah, Nerd Steve, it was good to see you there. Thanks for coming out. That was fun. We got to see lots of cool. Got to see a plane I haven't seen before, which was that big Rogue, I guess is what it was called. I was supposed to put together a little something today, but I had no time. I'll probably try to get it this week. But I have a video. I'll put together a video of the stuff that that we saw over the weekend. Oakdale is 93 miles from me. That's one way. So it's a good hour and 40 minutes from the house. But as Discover RC says, never stop the RC. So if I want to go out there to fly, I'm going to go out there to fly because that's actually one of the clubs I belong to. And there's a club that's going to be nearby, Tomcats, which is what Nate was talking about. That's going to be opening up soon. If it wasn't for that annoying ass gravel road that they've got to get in there, I might make it more of a frequent place to go. But most likely it's going to be either PCC or Livermore. If Livermore gets weird, then I'll have to just start making flying like an every other weekend thing and go out to the place that's close, which is probably Baylands, and then make trips out to Oakdale once a month, whatever. I don't care because that place is gorgeous. Any place you can go and you can fly model airplanes and see eagles and see birds and all this other stuff, it's worth it. So the runway's cool. The wind is always steadying down the runway. I'll make the trip. So anyway, I'm still waiting on Nate to see what the heck he's doing. But pretty soon we're going to be switching over to the other camera because I'm going to start pulling apart my charger. So my boy Frank, we just started flying together again after he's, had some time with his new baby. So he had problems with his charger. It started making noise. The fans that they sell in the chargers are, they're going to be bushing instead of bearing. So over time, those bushings go dry, and the fans start wobbling and making noise. So he was able to find some fans that are actually bearing. And he told me about them, and there are only a couple left, so I made sure to get them. So I'm going to pull apart my charger and get the fan out that's making all the noise. It's going to have to solder a different connector on, but that'll be easy. Just clip it and then solder it in. So Nate has returned. There he is. So carry on.
Yeah. My mom's pissed, dude. She's going over to his house. She's pissed.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Karen. Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
And it's if he was to shut me down, it wouldn't make me mad. It would just be like, really, dude? You're the one guy.
Right.
The one guy.
Right.
Like, really?
What is he, jealous or what?
I don't know. It's like, come on. I'm a young kid. I have an outdoor hobby. I'm making good with my life, unlike teens my age nowadays. And you're just gonna be like that? Like, really? And it again, it's one thing if I was actually going over his place, but it's like,
Low Flyer must be talking to the guy that was in the teal Thunderbird.
yeah, man.
What's up, man? Yeah, I wish it had a charge. Oh, hey, we had a charger with the fiery booty. I don't know if you saw that over the weekend, Steve. I
Oh,
sent you the
yeah,
pictures.
the charger that caught on fire.
Yeah, it was a charging lead that caught on fire. It was crazy. I think a charger was on it and it was arcing. Joe Pellegrino. It depends on what I'm soldering. So if I'm doing small stuff like this, I try not to get it too hot because it'll burn up the
Did you
insulation.
guys hear him on
What?
the
Oh
stream?
yeah, we heard him. You didn't hear me?
No, I had the phone a little further back.
Yeah, no, I heard him. I'm like, oh shit, somebody's mad. I sounded like a woman, so I was like, yeah, sounds like some lady's upset at him. But so Joe Pellegrino, with this kind of wire, this is like the plastic coated wire. You have to be careful and not get it too hot. So I will keep it a little low. But when you use lead-free solder, you have to have the iron hot for it to work right. So, and that's all I use. I don't use. I try not to use lead solder
Yeah, I do,
without wearing gloves.
I have it, Jay. It's going away though.
So the dude got in his car just to come over to tell you.
Yeah, he walked up earlier, and I thought he was a cool guy. And I was thinking, I'm like, well, I never got close to your house to begin with, but whatever. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flight where I deliberately stay away from his house. You're still doing it.
It's probably just because his dog's weird. Yorp, yorp, yorp.
I know. I should fly my which plane is it then? I should fly the V1200 right by his backyard.
So
Now that would.
So I'm going to get a different. Hold on a second. The camera's gonna go away because I'm gonna set up my phone. Charlie Marcioni, what's up?
Yeah, T-Bird twat.
That's a good way to put it.
What the hell are they barking at?
Mom probably grabbed him by the ear and told him to come apologize.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, my mom says she's going over. I'm like, uh-oh.
It's a bad thing.
My mom.
Bad thing.
Shut up.
So I'm going to be switching cameras here.
Yeah, I love. Oh yeah, the Tiger Cat's great. I think that was that flight I just did. T-Bird Man flight. We'll remember this flight, T-Bird Man flight. What was that? The 15th or 16th flight?
You fly it like crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so
you know what would be funny too if he shut me down, because so basically like the HOA, it's basically like this, the security people that just drive around, make sure everything's good. That's basically the HOA. It'd be kind of funny if he shut me down, because all the HOA people, like the manager, he came up, he liked me flying. He was like, "Dude, this is so cool." And then all like all of his, whatever you call them, his sightings, they're all cool too. Is that the Cal Fire plane going over? It is. Damn, the Cal Fire planes are back. It's fire season again. Damn, what I should do is I should buzz him in the real airplane. I'd piss him off. Put some pesticide fluid in a bag and crop dust his backyard.
all right, Nate, can you hear me?
Yeah, but it's kind of muffled.
Yeah, it's gonna be, but because I've got my repair cam that I'm gonna be using to.
Yeah, I know. I should take the HOA president flying.
So I'm gonna leave it off for.
Oh, Zane got the screen grab of when he came up, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it was like I said, it was this teal thing came pulling up. I'm like, oh, what's this lady want? So anyway.
Yeah, I know. You can't, obviously.
Get some stuff set up here.
That's funny.
Sorry if it's a little rough, but this is the way it has to be because I don't have a headset long enough to reach over to the table that I'm looking at. So it's going to have to work. Let's see. To the bake. Oh, great. Somebody's mad. So there is the charger. And if it gets weird, Nate, let me know, because I can hear you. Can you hear me?
He does sound like a lady, dude. Now that I'm watching this back, he does sound like a lady.
Yeah, it sounds like some chick. Hey, you told me I could hear me. Whatever. Anyway, so going to be working on my charges. I don't know if I'm going to do any soldering, but I'll at least get the thing apart so you guys can see it. So, I'm going to leave out. Nate, monitor the chat for me. I can't see anything.
What do you mean, Jermaine?
So, this is normally my burner table. This is what I do my burner work on. Some of these screws are a little different. Did you say something?
No.
Some of these screws are a little different, so I'm going to set them off to the side.
Yeah, there you go, Fred. It is Cali after all. You'd be like, well, you did my emotional support planes.
Well, but see, that's the problem, though. I hate it. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. So the most annoying people are the ones that everybody listens to.
It's just like, really? You're the one who, however, out of however many people have passed by me, because
everybody else is all happy, just that one guy.
Yeah, and there's some people that just walk by and don't say anything. Like they're not amused by it, but they're not mad about it. It's like,
yeah.
But he's like the only one that's like said something, and I'm just confused. It's like I've been flying out here for 4 weeks every day, and I don't know whatever if he like just got back from something. But if he was home, it's like I've been flying. Hold on, let me shut up the dogs real quick. I bet you they left the window.
Oh, that's right. I've got to unplug ribbons. So I may not bother with the ribbons. These ribbons that go there cover up the... So this is the converter side. This way, this is the switch to change from 110 to 220, the AC input. And then on this side is where the DC goes in. So then there's a converter there. Surprisingly, not that dirty inside. It's actually pretty good. So I was going to dust it off, but I don't really see a need to even bother with anything, so I'm just going to leave it alone. See the fan. So I'm not going to do any unnecessary work. I'm going to pull it apart minimal.
Dude, you know what I just had the funniest idea since the Cal Fire guys, the Cal Fire Bronco has been flying over. Since I know those guys, should be like, hey, can you guys like drop water on this address? He needs lawn mowed, or like he needs his lawn to be watered. Like, can you maybe dump your airplane's 9,000 pound or whatever gallon load?
They would, yeah, they'd be done.
I know.
Oh wait, the connector's the same. Or is it smaller? No, it's almost, no, it's different. Okay. So, I'm going to pull this fan out right here.
Yeah, Fred, there's always somebody that's a Debbie Downer.
Always. So what I normally do with these fans is I will pull them out, usually right in here. I can pull that little piece off and get to the fans and oil them. But why do that when I could just replace the whole thing? And replace it with a better bearing fan that's actually going to move more air and use less power. So, now this is easy. So, normally what I'll do, this one's brushless. Okay, so it may not have that little thing in there. It's a brushless fan, but it doesn't have ball bearings. Let's see if I can get in there. I got big hands. May not work how I want. Nate, you're awful quiet over there. What's going on? Yeah, see? Right there. Normally I just open that up and I'll make it so that I can put oil in there to keep it from buzzing. But today, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to clip it. And I'm going to put in, oh yeah, see, look at the difference. We're going from, this is the old, this is the new. That's going to move quite a bit more air. So, should be good. So let's get started. I might have to go grab the soldering iron to do some quick solders, just for the heck of it. But let me get something to clip it. So I couldn't think of anything to do on the show. So I'm like, yeah, let me do something techie. See what they think about my techie stuff. What the hell, eh? It might be okay, eh? So,
Yeah, that went about as much as I thought it would go.
what?
They just I asked my mom, like, well, what happened? He's like, well, he literally said my mom said, he's like, I thought your son was intentionally flying over my house. I'm like, intentionally? So what? Now the world's down on you? You think I'm out? I think I'm after you?
Wow.
So now my mom is just, well, just make that tree like a wall. I'm like, oh my god, that's fucking everything out. Because it's like I can't go too far the other way either, because not because there's houses on that side of the field, but there's like another tree there and I wouldn't be able to see. So it'd be confined to like a box, and it's just ugh.
Dumb. Right, so gonna have to do a little soldering here online for y'all to see, because I have to do it right.
Zane wants to post that clip of the guy. So Zane got like a screen grab of like the guy coming up with the clean cap, and he wants to post it onto the Flying Club Insta. He wanted to make sure it's cool with you.
No, go ahead. That's fine. I think it's funny. I mean, it's annoying. But post up the guy who's trying to make everybody else's life is.
Yeah, Barry Campbell. Barry Campbell. It's like I am, but I'm not flying over anybody's house. It's like that's like 90% of the reason why we moved, dude.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, people's perception. And if that's what he thinks you're doing,
it's like one thing if I actually went over his house and I'm like, okay, it won't happen again. But first of all, I never went over his house, and now he's thinking I was doing it intentionally. I'm just like, yeah, he's literally the LFE horse lady.
Yep.
That's literally what he is.
Dumb.
And now we're on his mercy.
Great.
Well, yeah. See, David Martingraf, that's what my mom just did. She went over to his house and she talked about me and like how I've been flying. And yeah. Yeah. And
right,
shout out to
old gone. So what's that?
yeah, and if the HOA shuts me down, it's like whatever.
Well, that's the problem. They probably will.
Well, and that guy said he's gonna do if it happens again, but he's probably already said something. I guarantee it.
God. Well, why can't people just have some kind of chill?
And again, it's one of those stupid things where he's saying that I'm going over his house, not over his backyard, over his house, and I'm like, oh my God.
It's like you already know not to do that.
Yeah, Andy Cho, I flew over at my old house, and I wasn't flying over a lot of houses, but I was, and nobody was weird there, and everybody there was kind of weird. But again, he is the one guy out of like probably 100 people that I've met that he doesn't like it.
Man, Karen.
Literally.
All right.
Luckily, I mean, and the worst part is too, he only looks like 60, so I'm like, he's still got a little bit of life ahead of him. I wish he was like an 85-year-old. He wouldn't be here in a couple more years.
Yeah.
Give him COVID.
You can't be that lucky.
And I jinxed it too because I'm talking about, everybody loves it, nobody's complaining. Yeah.
Don't speak too soon.
I mean, he's a Kevin. Exactly. LJ, he's a Kevin. Whatever.
I think it's more insulting to say Mrs. Karen, so I just call him.
You can tell he has a small dick, dude. Like, come on.
I call him Mr. Karen.
Kevin, Mr. Karen.
Mrs. Karen. Mr. and Mrs. Karen. So, like I said, I got to do this right, so I'm going to get the heat shrink and the.
Yeah, David, I'm not going to cause havoc for this guy. I'm not going to intentionally piss him off, but at the same time, I don't want to subdue to this guy. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, no, I'm not.
Well, I mean, I get it. It's not like you did anything really wrong, but he's going to see that you did regardless.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, Jerry Campbell, I get it. He has the right for his property, but again, I wasn't close to his property, and the property I'm flying over, that huge field, doesn't belong to this community, but the owners of that land came up and thought how cool my planes were too. So it's like he's literally the one guy. And like the guy who lives next to him, because maybe I'm like, and the guy that lived next to the guy was the polar opposite. He loves it. He's like, dude, this is so cool. I was in the military. Like, this is awesome. Like, he's a military guy. Those guys have chill. Oh yeah, and then LJ says he's got a man carrying on him about his RC cars.
Great. The problem is anytime you see HOA, that's the worst because those people are always awful.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh well, just don't think about it. Have to work out. It'll work out.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, whatever. I'm not. I can go to Tomcats anytime during the week I want.
They've got that road open now, so it's not gated yet. Pete's going there. I don't know. I can't look at the chat, guys, so I haven't seen what's been going on. But Pete has been flying out there. All right, so normally I have a third hand, but this is really light stuff, so it should go really quickly. Yes, it did. I'm just going to hold it by hand. There we go. Well done. Hey, Mama. So, heat shrink to go over. I'm done with the soldering iron. That can go away. Gonna get the heat down. What you doing, Katie? Sorry.
Oh man.
Yeah, I just don't let it bother you. There's nothing you can do about it.
No, I don't.
I'm under control now.
Dude, I could care less.
Well, you could, but still, there's not a lot you can do. So, let's make sure that is all enclosed.
Dave's RC, $20 super chat.
What's that, man? What's that, man? Oh, he did? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you, my friend. Keep going. Getting the connection insulated. Up. And then we will put this back. So it goes this way. Down there like that. The self-tapping screw. This will get screwed in there. So, Dave's RC in here? Again, guys, I'm sorry, I'm working, so I'm not looking at the chat. I will get back to it when I'm done. I'm just about done with this. It's just a quick change. Wait, let's pull that.
Angelo, to get it to run without the motor being on, you have to have it on a spare channel. But unfortunately, you don't have enough channels, so you have to do it on a Y for his gripping.
Burner.
The only way you could get it to be on a spare is if you unplug your gyro control switch. But I always want to have that just in case the gyro goes stupid and I want to be able to turn it off. So you have to have it on a Y.
Let's get that tab off of there. I don't know how the hell that tab got on there. How did that get in there? Go away. Alright, so let's do this again. Put that back.
Yeah, I know, Barry. I probably won't win the battle, but the field that I started flying at that was closed due to the road washing out, it's probably going to be open here within the next month or two. And that's like 40 minutes from me. So
It's
if
open,
I get shut down,
it's open now. It's open.
Oh, it is?
Now. Yeah.
Oh.
The road's even open. You can go now. It's just it hasn't been totally closed off and gated yet, but it's open. It was there today.
Oh, cool. I'm here, Jeff. You just can't see me.
Yeah, I'll go back to him in a second. I've got to get this thing done. I'm gonna tighten it in. Close it up. It's always, take this however you want, but it's always hardest the first time, and then it gets easier from there because it's self-tapping into the fan.
Yeah, David Martin Graff, that's not a problem. I already got, 4 dogs? So, yeah, I don't need a dog.
So, yeah, this new fan not only has more pitch, but it's got more blades. And it's brushless, but it's also bearing brushless. So it's going to move a lot more air. All right, so that's done. Let's put this thing back together. I don't need to blow anything out. There's hardly any dust in there. Oh, everything just popped right back together. Okay. So there are 3 that go along the back. I have another charger to do too, but I'm not going to do that today. It's easy to do, but like I said, not today. One thing to remember too, when you're putting something together that has all these screws, sometimes it's best to just kind of snug them and not tighten them all the way down, so that you can reposition as you need to. Let's get the one on the countersunk. So hey, look guys, I'm not only an RC guy, I can actually do things.
He's got the mechanic hands.
I have some mechanical skills. So again, I'm not tightening them all the way.
I've only had, besides like the like that one lady at our flying field, I've only had one person ever say something to me, and that was when I was flying at the school. This was a couple years ago. And I was flying a UMX plane at the school. Like I think I was flying the old little UMX J3 Cub. And this guy's like, I was flying on the track, and it was me and this one, like, and I don't even know, old dude. And he's like, this is a tri-pound runway. And I'm like, okay, I'll move to the basketball court. I'm like, really, dude? This plane weighs less than a pound. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Now that is like really.
Some people have nothing better to do.
Yeah,
all right,
really.
So let everything tighten down.
That guy that came up to me tonight, he looks like the kind of guy that was probably in high school. He got married at the age of like 30, and then his wife left him because he was a weirdo. And now he's here. His wife probably left him because he was me. So.
All right. Charger is done.
That's charged a lot, Fred. That thing's been to hell and back with Ray. He actually had another one of those, and he gave it to me.
I have 2 of these right now. I had 3. Nate has 1. That we exchanged it for things.
I think I gave you a fan and ESC, and he gave me the charger.
Yep, and I gave you a charger. I think that was great. Now you can charge 4 batteries at once. 6 batteries.
Now I also have my 1,000-watt charger.
Yeah. So again, one of the main reasons why I love the charger, and anybody that wants a charger, I will always recommend this one. It's 400 watts, so it's 100 watts per channel. So that means I can charge a 6S pack. It says 4.4 amps here, and I've measured it. It's not supposed to do 4.4. It's actually supposed to do less than that, but it will do 4.4 amps.
Yeah, I can. With that charger, I can charge 4 6S 6000 packs, and they'll go at 4.4 amps each.
Yeah, and technically that's over the amperage. It's more than what it should be, but it's doing it. So I can charge 4 batteries, 4 5000s, and they'll all be done in about 45 minutes. Is the way that I fly. Because it'll charge. I fly my planes down to 3.75 volts per cell. So they'll be done, all of them together at the same time, in about 45 minutes.
Wild Bill, his mic is a little muffled, but it's if you turn up your sound, it's not that bad.
Yeah, so I'm going to be switching back to doing mic in a minute. I have a Bluetooth headset, and it's not the best. It doesn't have a mic that goes down to my mouth. So I can't fire this up because I don't have any batteries. But it's done.
Was that an A4?
Jesus. But yeah, these chargers are awesome.
Somebody
100 watts per channel.
Jesus.
Totally worth it.
That A4 was screaming. Somebody just posted a video of an A4 doing a flyby, and it was going so fast it was creating clouds over the wings?
Oh, it's the Brazilian Air Force. There's two of them. There's one goes by and then the other one goes by.
I think it was
And it's
flying.
like it's banking as it flies by.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Brazilian Air Force.
I think it was
They still use the
flying, dude.
Or they did. They use Griffins now in F5s.
Dude,
All right, so this cam is done. So let me turn that off. And then
yeah, Pete Lane at Tomcats is actually. So wait, Pete Lane, where do you go to get onto the new road now? Because I know from coming from Los Gatos, I would go 85 to 101, and I'd get off on Bailey. But where do you go now to get to? Where do you go now to get to the new road? Because if it's open now, shit, fuck that guy. I'll go fly Tomcats. Let me see how long the drive would be, because there's no traffic right now, obviously, going that way at least.
And we're back.
Golf course drive. Okay.
So let me catch up on the chat. Hope you guys didn't mind seeing me work on
I'm going to
today.
map to Morgan Hill to see.
But
Off 101. Okay, golf course drive off 101. So to get to Morgan Hill, 41 minutes, yeah. And it's probably another 5 days, little more.
all right, so there you go. What's up, GB?
So so there's no cars? Wait, what? I'm confused what you're saying. You said but needs cars yet, bro. No.
Oh, so he has to use you have to ride a bike.
That you can't drive all the way into the field. Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I'm checking up on the chat.
Yeah, I'm not doing that walking shit, so I'll just wait. And if I can't fly here anymore, they need a gate on that side still. Okay.
So guys, yeah, my chargers are very well used. I usually take if I don't charge at home, I take them to the field with me and I charge there. But I've got lots of packs, and if I don't fly, if I'm not using them, I let other people use them when I'm at the field. GB, you missed me working on my charger.
Oh no! So Zane posted. So Zane posted that video on their Norwalk, Iowa Flying Club.
Oh no!
I don't know if I want to read it out loud on the YouTube. What Mike commented.
Let me go look.
Oh my god, it's so funny. It's so true though, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny. I don't know if Mike hasn't commented it yet. He just sent me the screenshot. Did he comment it? Oh, he didn't. Did he not comment it? The hell?
Did Zane posted as his story or what?
He posted it as a post on their Norwalk Flying Club.
Okay, let me look.
Mike didn't post it though. He just sent me a screenshot of him typing the comment, but then I go there and there's no actual comment. What the hell?
See, guys, this is what you don't want. Came up and said he wasn't allowed to fly in the area.
Oh yeah, Mike did post it. So go look at the comment.
Don't be this person.
Go look at Mike's comment.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, it's so true though.
Yeah, it probably is.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna put emojis in the screen so you guys can see what it was he was referring to.
Oh Jesus.
That's it. Oh man. So yeah, I mean I don't understand why people are so stupid about flying RC. They don't take anything into consideration about people enjoying. Hey, Dave's RC, I appreciate the super chat, my friend.
Dave.
I was on I didn't have access to my chat right there, so I just made you a moderator. So thank you, my friend.
Oh no, dude, that's so bad.
But yeah, I appreciate the super chat, Dave. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. And Thanks for coming by. So yeah, that's what we done did. Tomorrow is my birthday. Have a grandson. Oh, okay. Well, cool.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dave.
birthday tomorrow.
I popped on your live on Instagram the other night, but then it like shut off or something. Hey, Andy,
So, yeah.
I just saw your message. I'll send it to you. It's so funny. It's so bad.
Yeah. So hey guys, pile up some emojis in the chat for Mr. Dave's RC. It's his birthday. Tell him happy birthday.
Happy birthday. He's around another year.
Wow, my phone didn't die. I had my phone as a camera and it didn't die.
My phone is at like 20%.
Yeah, mine's at 85. I have that phone charger. I charged it up before. Is this actually the big 4-0 for you, Dave? The big 4-0? Let me put some emojis in there for my dude. Some cupping cakes, ice cream, some cookies and donuts and whatever.
So Saturday was really good lift day for the glider guys out at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, one of them was going out to Santa Barbara. One of them actually made it to Santa Barbara from Hollister.
Oh, wow.
So there was three of them that flew out of Byron, I guess. One of them made it to Santa Barbara. The other one had to land out at Hollister. And then the other one, the third one, almost made it, but apparently he landed out in a ranch.
Oh, wow.
And I guess he was stuck there. But, dude, you know what the funniest thing is? He came back and he's like, dude, that was the best land I ever had. Apparently, the people who own the ranch brought him in and they fed him steak, cupcakes, and ice cream.
Oh, dang. How did he get out of there? Did he just drive his truck up and towed it away? Or what?
Well, somebody drove all the way there with his trailer and they trailered the thing out of there.
Okay.
But, yeah, he's like, dude, I'm going to land out there again. Fed me steak.
Nice.
Yeah, they let him in for dinner because he was obviously going to be there for a few hours. His buddy had to drive from Byron to like almost to Santa Barbara.
That's a long ass drive. It's like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Or more, depending on what the 405 is like.
Yeah, but if you're going to be doing long distance gliding, you got to have your trailer and you got to have somebody on standby
Just in case.
almost all day to be able to come get you if they need it. Like there was one guy that did it cross country yesterday, and he left his van. He's like, "If I land out, here's my van. Get my trailer and come pick me up."
Come get me.
And I probably would have had to do it, although I probably wouldn't because I had school the next day.
But cool. So I don't know how many of you were able to get into the chat over the. Not into the chat, but get into the live streams over the weekend. But like I said, we had a good day. It's a lot of fun.
We should blow Zane's post up and eventually get it to that guy.
Yeah.
That'd be like the time at Camp AMA. They had a glider event right next to us at Camp AMA, and a bunch of the old glider pilot Karens were getting mad because we were getting close to them. It's like, dude, you literally put your event next to an event that happens once a year, and then they posted like the glider event on the AMA Instagram, and all the Camp AMA kids were talking about like how like a bunch of assholes they were.
Wait, was it an AMA event, like an AMA?
So they have Camp AMA. So Camp AMA we fly at Flying Site 1, which has 2 runways, and the glider event was put in the grass like right next to us, and we eventually had to move to the other runway, which was a crosswind all day because those guys were getting in our airspace, but then they're like, whoa. They're glider pilots. They're weirdos.
So RC gliders.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. And then we were complaining because we were trying. Even when we moved to the other runway, those guys were still like, a couple of them like crashed their gliders like right on our final. It's like, really, dude? Yeah. So Camp AMA, it wasn't ruined, but it was a crosswind all the time. And we had F-22s and those things.
It's happening again this year too.
I ain't going. I don't even want to know. Oh, sure, the new director's great, but I got 2 years. I got my 2-year experience. I'm good.
Okay.
Actually, I couldn't go anyway because I'm going. It happens right around when the Jet Jam happens, the first weekend of June. So, and I'm gonna fly out to Foam Boy's house in Ohio and go to Jet Jam.
Oh, you're gonna go? Oh, okay, cool.
I'm gonna just. I don't know. I'm gonna wait till like mid-May to register just in case something happens, and I'm gonna have to think, what am I gonna buy? Probably just buy like an F-35 and ship it. Something that doesn't glue together and I can throw in a box and take it back.
Cool.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh wait, that's right. It's 420. His birthday's 420. That's hilarious.
Oh, that's hilarious. Pull a Frank, huh? Oh, what? Frank Sylvester go stomp on his lawn? When are you flying here, Nate? Dude, I don't know. I don't know if I don't. It'd be up to my mom.
It would be cool to go up there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was talking about it. Flying up to Washington. Hey, who knows? Maybe after I get my private, I can do that as my. Well, I wouldn't do it right after, but that could be my first long solo cross country. I should do my solo cross country to my instructor and be like, "Hey, can I do a cross country to the tip of Washington?" No.
So, Shadow, what are you talking about?
Hmm?
You had to do a 180 because you were running on fumes.
That happened to the tow plane one time. He ran out of gas as he was taxiing to the fuel pump.
Oh, sheesh.
Those tow pilots, man. There's 2 tow pilots, 3 of them. There's Mark, Greg, and Paul. Mark was an airline pilot and also a crop duster pilot. Greg, I don't know what Greg did, and then Paul was also a crop duster pilot that also flew DC-3s back in like the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
They're all amazing pilots, and I think it was Greg. They were flying, and it was a busy day. They were doing high tows, and Greg was saying, like, I need gas. And he's zooming down, he's coming down a yellow arc, and he lands, and he's like, yeah, okay, I'm done. I need gas. And he's taxiing. He gets about – I'll have to pull up the video. If the Bay Area Glider Rides Instagram is still up, there's actually a video of us pulling it with the golf cart. He's about halfway to the fuel pump. It literally ran out of gas. Because the Pawnee doesn't have like a fuel gauge. It has like a little stick on the front. It's just a single tank in the nose. It has a little dome and a little stick. And the stick was like gone.
Oh, it's one of the floats?
Yeah, it floats. I bet you I can find the video on the Bay Area Glider Rides.
National Rape Day. Dude, Dave, that's messed up. Wow.
Oh, okay. You go, Dave.
Yeah, no, April's a funny month for me because it's my
Did they?
nephew's birthday on the 6th.
Maybe it's on the YouTube. I remember seeing them doing
His
it.
dad's birthday, my brother-in-law's birthday on the 12th. My sister's birthday on the 18th. So they're all like 6 days apart.
The hell? Why did they delete the video? Whatever. But yeah, I wasn't there when they did it. But yeah, they had to pull the tow plane with the golf cart to the fuel pump. That was hilarious.
It's a funny thing. Golf carts can pull a lot more than people think.
Yeah.
Those things are strong. Electric motors.
National Rape Day? What the hell? Actually, my school's getting my Los Gatos High is actually getting a bad rep by. So NBC did a report on it because of a football kid, and RAPE'd a girl.
No stinks.
Good thing Los Gatos is supposed to be like the chill, nice town, but those kids that go to Los Gatos High, they're from like a lot of them are from San Jose and like ghetto. I'm probably gonna be doing homeschools next year. Honestly, like in-person school, not my thing. I liked going in person, but when we went online, I was kind of mad about it initially. But my academic skills have been so much better online. And it's like people are saying, like, well, you need a social life. I'm like, I have a social life. I fly airplanes. I have a social life. I have more of a social life outside of school than I do in school. National Throat Punch Day. What the hell?
Yeah, throat punch. I take the R out to make it a little more dramatic. Throat punch.
Throat?
I have to give you a throat punch.
Oh, Jesus. So you share a birthday with Hitler, huh, Dave?
Yeah, that's nothing to talk about there. 420 is something to talk about, not that one. He need not be brought up. So, Shadow, what happened with the C-130? Did it make it back?
What are you talking about, dude?
He was talking about a C-130 not getting clearance to land and having to go around.
Nine.
Nine. Oh, okay, I got it. They took off without approval. All right. Cool.
You know what's funny? They didn't put the swastika on the tail like the real one.
For obvious reasons.
But you know what's funny? You can tell it's because of people nowadays. Because you could buy a fall wolf 10 years ago and have the swastikas on the tail.
Yeah.
Because people are stupid nowadays.
Hobby King did it too. They made it so that you could pull it apart or put it on.
Well, you could buy a foam plane 10 years ago that had a swastika on it. But the thing is, I get it. It represents something bad, but it's also that people are so freaking sensitive nowadays, man. They'd be like, they'd be like that guy.
Rolling around in a teal.
Pulling up in the teal T-bird.
Teal T-bird.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. Anyway, y'all, that's pretty much it. Any other questions or anything you guys want to talk about before we...
Damn, it's not even 9 o'clock yet, dude.
Get on out of here. I know, but I got other stuff to do.
I know. I'm tired, too. I woke up and I was going to fly this morning. I'm like, oh, hell no. And I fell back asleep till 9 o'clock. Good thing my PE class doesn't do a Zoom meeting. I would have slept right through it. Exactly. I'm not wrong.
The Freewing 262s had them.
The originals. Now the new one doesn't.
No. The Dynam planes had them, too. I had a FW190 that was like baby blue underneath instead of the right color.
Yeah, Barry Campbell, we do live in the most offended state. Not out here. The only guy that, oh my God, he's the only guy that's been offended by anything. Not out here. People don't get offended out here. Besides
is that Sharon? Sharon was here?
Damn. Yeah. But
Sharon, where are you this weekend? You should have been there this weekend. GB, what's up?
It was great out there at Oakdale this weekend.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that back. Nate does. He's got a few packs.
Well, I'm not going to buy them again. I have 2 of the 5030C packs from Spectrum, and I bought them just for, shits and giggles. They're great, but they're expensive. I'm not going to buy them again, but, I mean, until they die, they're fine.
I have 3S and 4S smart packs that I got from something, from sales, and they work great. But as far as buying smart packs with smart packs with no balance LEDs, no, I will not buy those because
LEDs?
I don't use LEDs, leads, balance leads.
You said LEDs.
I did say LED. Ding, ding, ding. With no balance leads, I ain't gonna buy those because I don't use those smart chargers. I use regular chargers, and I don't want them balancing. I'd rather be able to do it. However.
Yeah. No, they're great, but
they are light. They are small. They do work pretty good. But
I ain't gonna buy them again, though, not for that price.
Now the cool thing is when they sell them with planes, they're actually a pretty good deal.
Yeah, like the Falk Wolf, you could get the 5030C for another $50.
Yeah. I mean, and that makes sense. But I won't buy the G2. I'll get G1s if I ever do get any, if they go on sale. But a battery is a battery.
If they have a sale, I'll get some G1s. No way hell I'm buying those G2 packs. That's just
I use what works. I don't use brand names. So if there's stuff that works good, HRBs work good.
Yeah, I love that. That's what I was flying that Tiger Cat with.
Roaring Top work good.
Yeah, those are expensive.
There's these new Sokokin or whatever they call them that work
good. Oh
good.
Yeah, Kokins. Those are pretty good. Those ADC packs that Angelo got, those things are light.
Yeah, Yuwu batteries. There's a whole bunch of other batteries out there. You don't have to stick to one type.
Yeah. Shadow, you don't have to have a smart one to charge the G1s. But yeah, the G2s, you have to have a smart charger, but if you want, you could charge them with a normal charger, but they won't balance, which is just whatever.
They may not even charge. I don't know if they might not.
No, they will. That Hobby View guy did a pretty good video explaining it. It'll charge on a normal charger, but it has to be in non-balance mode.
Yeah. Oh, just regular charge. Okay.
just charge.
Okay.
So it'll stop once one cell makes it to 4.2, but it won't let everybody. It won't let them all catch up.
It just waits until everything gets to the right voltage. It doesn't know if it's
Well, that's how
balanced.
balance charging is.
Jermaine Spencer, what's up? I didn't say howdy today. Sorry, man. I didn't see you. But have a good night, Jermaine.
See you, Jermaine.
Yeah, Roaring Top are good. They had them on sale that one time, and I bought some, but they've never gone on sale since. So I'm like, I buy during sales. In my China Hobby line, I have 6 China Hobby line batteries to put leads on that I haven't used yet.
I have 9 6,000 HRBs, and they're all great.
So,
and I'm gonna probably get some more 5,000 HRBs. I need some 4,000s. I only got 2 4,000 packs, but they're still working great.
Yeah, no balance leads, no burner, and that's the whole point in having balance leads for me. And I don't know if I talked about this, but last weekend I actually checked my reverse voltage stuff unknowingly. Was hurried trying to plug in my 8S setup for my F16. Plugged in my balance lead on the wrong battery, but I have it set up with reverse voltage protection. So I plugged in, but nothing happened. And then I'm going out to fly, and I'm like, wait a minute, where's my burner? I landed the plane, I looked in there, they had crossed. So I thought that I was plugging it into the one on the negative side, but I plugged it into the one on the right. Didn't work. But either way, I have reverse voltage protection that I put into the wiring of that. So I switched it, plugged it back in, everything worked fine. So the way that I do it with the balance lead, the balance lead adapter, I put a reverse voltage protection circuit in there, and it keeps it from frying everything. So I tested my own stuff without even thinking about it, and it worked just fine. So I kept from frying my stuff. I did the whole flight and landed, and then looked. I'm like, God, crap, you idiot! You plugged into the wrong battery. Switched it. Battery worked fine. So it's all good.
Man, the most fun thing to do out here was fly the Spitfire when the sun was coming up. That's no more.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it somewhere else.
It's just irritating.
Yeah, Roaring Top batteries are great. They're really light. They're just expansive. I've got how many? I had some. I gave them away. I used the crap out of them for a couple of years, and then gave them to people.
I have 2 of them. I haven't used them in like a year though, but it still works.
For the T28.
Yeah, I haven't used them though because I have so many other batteries, but they're sitting at like 30%, so they're not.
They're not puffed or anything. They're perfect.
Oh yeah, they're chilling. I still have those China Hobby lines that you gave me for the Sky Sword too. Those things are pillows though.
But they still work.
I haven't used them though. They still work probably.
Yeah.
I just have so many HRBs I just don't use them. I'll probably give them to Jack for his T28. Well, he never flies that damn thing.
All right, y'all. Well, it's a freaking commander. Yeah, that's the point. Got these from GB. These things work pretty good. I had another set I was using, but the leads aren't long enough. I have to get something else.
Well, hey, I guess tomorrow I have an excuse to sleep a little more. I don't have to get up and fly. Well, I never have to, but I just like to. It's fun. Where the wind comes.
All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it for me. I gotta head out and get to the store before we close. And,
where are you gonna get
some supplies?
Supplies.
And then I gotta.
Oh yeah, E-Fly batteries. Don't even get me started on those.
Some stuff off in the mail. But thanks to everybody for coming by and hanging out with us tonight. I didn't really blast this out, so I'm glad that you guys just came by from seeing it on your show up in your notifications. So very much appreciated. Joe Pellegrino, I'm dropping your stuff in the mail here in a little bit. And a few other people. So lots of crap going out in mail this week. I just had all these things put together to go out, but hopefully go out flying again next weekend. I don't know where we're flying Saturday, but I know where we're not flying.
I'm not going to Livermore Saturday. I ain't going to help them. Dude, it'd be one thing if it was a work party, but they're not going to let us fly until all the work's done. And I read the email. He's like, I want to sand the table with belt sanders and Pam. I'm like, no.
That's great. I work during the week. On my weekends, I want to fly. So anyway,
I would say PCC, but I don't think I renewed for 2021.
Oh, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Brandon's been bugging me. He wants to fly with me again now that I've got some of his favorite warbirds for myself.
Yep, we need to do it. So let's figure it out.
That's a long drive for me, though, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're not
That's like over 2 hours.
Nah, forget that.
Man, I can do it. It's not that big a deal. But after Oakdale, I need a break from the drive.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was
that
thinking.
Drive. It was nice to come home that night and fly the next morning, but man, that was so hard to do that drive. It ended up being like an hour and 40 minutes, and I was just like, "Fuck."
Yep, it was a little long. And then I was all worn out.
Should have stayed at my grandma's too, because my cousin was there too, because he was visiting his girlfriend who lives in Pleasanton, and he needed a place to stay at. So I'm like, I should have stayed, but even if I did stay, I would have had to have left early the next morning anyway. So it was like, whatever. I'd rather make the drive home and sleep, not having to worry about waking up really early to get home.
Yep. And on that note, y'all, have a good night, everybody. See you all on the streams.
See you guys.
The rest of the week. Adios.
Shout out to TLT Birdman.
Yes, go TLT Bird, whatever you are. All right. Bye.
See ya.